Well, hello there. I'm Larry and this is Larry on Culture, the channel you are watching. Maybe you already knew that. But yeah, well, how are you doing? Everything's fine, right? Perhaps. So, the title for this video is Top 5 Dead Can Dance albums. And well, maybe we'll just get on with the show. Start with the fifth place. Okay. This album, Spleen and Ideal, was published 1985. The year, I mean. And it's a very good album. Sort of the not the actual beginning of Dead Can Dance, but one of the earliest records. I think this was like second proper studio album. Well, there was this EP, Garden of Delight, or whatever was his name. It's a good record, and then Dead Can Dance, self-titled, and then this, 1985, the year was, and yeah, perhaps the standout tracks for me at least. It's very hard to actually choose from Dead Can Dance albums because they are usually very great. There's like splendid albums, and but perhaps the one where Lisa Gerrard is performing quite well, the Hypnotic Mesmerism song called Mesmerism, where Lisa Gerrard is actually playing the hammered dulcimer, well, you could call it santu in Turkish and Persian place, Iran. It was called santu, the hammered dulcimer, and yanchin in Asia. Yeah, but you know the hammered dulcimer, perhaps. Yeah, that's very like a great song. And then Advent, it's quite sorrowful but great song too, very melancholic. And then perhaps the last one, the Indoctrination, the song called Indoctrination. That's quite melancholic, sorrowful, but a bit of a tint of hope in the lyrics. Yeah. Okay, so Spleen and Ideal, the fifth place, and the fourth place. Drum roll. It's this one, Spirit Chaser, from year 1996. I think this was actually second Dead Can Dance album that I got when it was released, 1996. Yeah. So this is pretty like one of the most perhaps world music-y records or albums of Dead Can Dance. Pretty heavy African influences and what you called perhaps Latin vibes here. It's perhaps a bit more like organic in sound and more mellow and acoustic. Not so much like how would you say drums with effects or drum machines used, like acoustic stuff mainly. And yeah, quite mellow songs. The standout track for me, at least. Well, it's. I mean, this is a wonderful album. Wonderful, great album. Actually, was one of the albums that got me interested in so-called world music. I know it's like a difficult term. Not everyone likes it, but it's a term. Perhaps you know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about world music. But yeah, this was perhaps the first first album that got me interested in this genre, if you can call it like world music. Yeah. Well, the standout tracks, I was getting to them, are Nierika, the first song, and Indus, sort of almost like ambient droney song, and Song of the Dispossessed, lamenting perhaps the tragedy of colonized people, or targets of imperialism in colonized parts of the continent, perhaps Africa in this case. And I don't know if I can really like do the proper pronunciation, but let's try. Devorzum, probably didn't get that right, but that's the last one. That's very drony, almost like an ambient song. Really great mood piece, if you can call it like that. But yes, on the fourth place, Spirit Chaser. And then we go to the third one. It was really hard to pick between this and the second one, the second place, because they're both great. So Ion, I think this was released originally in 1990, and yeah, this is perhaps the sort of the medieval Renaissance record of Dead Can Dance. The actual, like the most, I don't know, standout tracks here is the Song of Sibyl, which is it's a version of the traditional song, which dates back to medieval times, Middle Ages, and I think read from somewhere that the origins are in the from the poem of something like 4th century that was probably published. Well, it was dated back to 4th century. So really like traditional old stuff. Ye old stuff. Yes. But I really like it's almost like a spiritual song, because, well, the Song of Sibyl, was originally Canta de Sibyl. Well, it's not the happiest song. It talks about the end of the world, the last judgment, and so on. But it's a very like, almost like, well, it's spiritual and sacred piece, at least for me. Very like, very moving, like Lisa Gerrard. Like, it's like perfect singing, or echolalia, glossolalia, or what you call it, when the words don't actually like mean. It's a bit like this. Glossolalia, perhaps was the right term. Yeah. Great, and of course the cover art, great. It's some little scene from the, well, can't really if you remember the artists, that's the Bosch now, Hieronymus Bosch, the surrealist medieval artists. Yeah, this was from the three-piece panorama of the painting art piece of Bosch from I can't remember the actual piece, but yeah, Bosch was the artist. Okay, then to the second place. The Serpent's Egg. Got this to have this right. Serpent's Egg. Yeah. This is like the most, like, I don't know, perhaps spiritual sounding or sacred sounding Dead Can Dance record to me. The most famous song, perhaps, because it has been. It was in the movie Baraka. I have not yet seen the movie, but the music video is from that movie, and the song "Host of Seraphim" is in that movie, and it's like great, like very emotional. Lisa Gerard's voice is like angelic and feels very emotional and sacred, and it's even hard to like express her like the singing. You just have to hear it. Yeah. But this you should pick this up or listen to this, I think. It's a very special record. And the Host of Seraphim, if you just listen to one piece, the Host of Seraphim, listen to that song from this, the Serpent's Egg album, yeah. So we come to the first place. Do you already guess what it is? It's this one. With the very fine name of Within the Realm of a Dying Sun. And this was published originally in the year 1987. And this was actually the first Dead Can Dance record that I got. I actually got it when I was like a young lad, so 19 years old, and that was first Dead Can Dance record for me. And actually I first got it as a CD from Tunnelin Levy, Tunnel Records in Helsinki. Does it exist still? I don't know. Maybe not. Yeah, I think this is the like the best Dead Can Dance record if I have to choose for me, because the first song, Anyway Out of This World, is like it hooks you. It hooked me into the first melodies, like from the first hearing, like this is something like totally like different. I have not heard this kind of music before, and this is something totally special. I think this, if I have to choose like top 5 records, this might just end there in the top 5 records, at least top 10, but perhaps even top 5 records of all time for me. Yeah, I mean, standout tracks in this. The Kantara song with Lisa Gerard, again singing very beautifully, and playing the Yanjin, or the santur, the hammered dulcimer string instrument, played with bamboo kind of bamboo sticks. Yeah. And of course the first track, Anywhere Out of This World, is like, whoa, a great song, like one of the best songs I've heard. Very emotional, emotive, and sort of this. I don't know if you can call this records or Dead Can Dance. I must say records. The genre, is it post-punk, dark wave? Some of it perhaps we could call world music, like the Spirit Chaser, and some other like Towards the Labyrinth album. But very like sad, sorrowful, melancholic, very beautiful and spiritual, sacred. I don't know. Perhaps these words are the ones that would tell you about the quality of the music. Yeah. But if you just listen to like one or two songs, please listen to Anywhere Out of This World, the first track, and I think it was the fifth track, Cantara, with the beautiful voice of Lisa Gerrard. And Xavier is also one of the standout tracks, because there's no like bad track. There's only like great pieces in this album, and the cover is like absolutely fantastic. For my taste, at least, one of the best covers ever. Very gothic, yeah. But to keep this video not so long, so it's a short one, short enough. What are your favorite Dead Can Dance records? Do you know the band? It's not perhaps the most mainstream band, but I highly recommend that you get acquainted with the band. At least if you just listen to one record, pick this one. My number one, first in my top 5. Yeah, Within the Realm of a Dying Sun. So that was it. Comment below if you have some comments, thoughts about it. What are your like top 5 Dead Can Dance records, or your perhaps the most favorite record of Dead Can Dance? Yeah. Thanks for watching, and we'll be seeing in the next video, which will be coming quite soon, I think. But we'll see, as always.